Hello everyone, my name's Guardiangamer, and welcome back to another episode of Inside Tamriel. Let's get to the news. ZeniMax has released more information concerning Trials, the 12-man raids coming to Elder Scrolls Online's first content update, the Adventure Zone Craglorn. As we already know, Trials are designed for veteran-level players who will have to coordinate their attacks against dangerous enemies, with only a limited amount of resurrections as they carve a path to the final boss. With what ZeniMax has in store for Trials, even some of the best players on ESO will have a hard time trying to complete these dungeons. As the saying goes, with greater risk comes greater reward, as you will receive additional rewards from enemies, who will drop high-level loot, and if you can beat the trial within the time limit, you will get even more rewards and a place on the Mega Server leaderboards. In their recent article, ZeniMax also says that players in Trials will have to be flexible and agile, able to access a large number of abilities so that you can adjust your strategy and loadout to what bosses might throw at you. It's not just bosses that you're going to have to worry about. There are a number of special enemies that you're going to have to deal with who will give you a run for your money, like the Bannermen. The Bannermen have an ability to cause your group's area of effect heals to work against you. Instead of healing you, you will actually receive damage for a duration. When fighting Bannermen, you may face more than one at any given time, so you'll have to be tactical in your battles, and target the enemies that are the greatest threat. Because of the high level of difficulty in Trials, a new feature is being added in the update. It'll give your team extra combat info in your travels, the Death Recap. Anytime you are defeated, you will receive a recap screen that'll tell you the last bits of damage done to you, along with some tips to help you understand why you died. The hope is that with this feature, players will be able to understand better the mechanisms of combat and better plan their fights in the future. Another thing about Trials is they don't have a lockout. Your group can keep doing Trials again and again, still receiving a good amount of loot from fighting enemies, even if you don't beat all 4 bosses. The very best loot, however, is only dropped by the final bosses once a week. With ESO news out of the way, let's head on over to community news. House Annunaki, a vampire house of the Ebonheart Pact, will be giving away free vampire bites starting Thursday, May 1st at the Rift and Docks on the North American Mega Server. If you belong on the Ebonheart Pact and are interested in becoming a vampire, don't miss this event. For more information, check out their website or any of their social media in the links below. Horizon Seeker, on the Elder Scrolls Online fan site, or TESOF, posted an article a while back talking about the potential things to come in ESO's future. It's a good reading, so check it out to see what might come to ESO. With community news out of the way, let's head on over to PvP in the Wabbajack campaign starting Sunday, April 20th. By Sunday afternoon on April 20th, the Ebonheart Pact made a heavy push into Cyrodiil, capturing forts Alessia, Ash, and Glatemist, crowning Fixate as Dragon Knight as Empress. With the Ebonheart Pact holding all of the Elder Scrolls, the Daggerfall Covenant and Eldmere Dominion will be hard-pressed to try to regain ground. Empress Fixate claims that the Ebonheart's victory was because of fluctuating populations, coordinated Zerg busting in the right place at the right time were key in getting Emperorship. After much time and effort, Daggerfall troops were able to retake Fort Glatemist and the outposts of Bleaker, and launch simultaneous attacks on Forts Dragonclaw and Chalman. This was not without heavy casualties, as Empress Fixate used her newfound abilities and chain healers to wreak havoc on Daggerfall lines. First-hand accounts talk about Fixate being surrounded by close to 20 men, and sweeping them aside with ease. By Sunday night, Daggerfall was able to push into Fort Arius and retrieve one of their Elder Scrolls. The Elder Scroll in Blue Road Keep proved too hard for troops to retake, as a large presence of Ebonheart troops remained inside throughout the entire night. By Monday, April 21st, the Pact had pushed Daggerfall soldiers back, recapturing the forts Arius, Chalman, and Bleaker Outpost. Despite fighting on 2 fronts, the Ebonheart Pact was able to hold on to Daggerfall's Elder Scroll, along with the Eldmere Dominion's 2 scrolls, with Dominion troops pressing north and Daggerfall pressing west. All 3 sides wound up fighting at Blue Road for most of Monday night and Tuesday morning. With most of the 3 factions' armies clashing at Blue Road, General Egypt was able to lead a small group of Daggerfall soldiers to attack the western forts of Cyrodiil under Aldmeri control to pull enemy forces from Blue Road Fort. This tactic was designed to flank around the southern side of the Imperial City and cut off Aldmeri reinforcements to Blue Road and provide a chance for Daggerfall to capture the scroll. As the day progressed, Daggerfall was able to control all the central forts and claim Johnny Hammersticks as the Emperor for Daggerfall. By this time, all the Elder Scrolls also fell into Daggerfall hands. The Ebonheart Pact made another push into Daggerfall territory and was able to recapture Chalman, Leaker, Dragonclaw, and Aswell. A Daggerfall lieutenant named Rogan led a group of Daggerfall troops to hold the forts of Robeck and Nikel, moving on to retake the fort of Brindle during this time as well. To cut off Ebonheart reinforcements, Egypt led a small strike team to capture resource points surrounding the forts Chalman, Arius, and Blue Road, effectively stopping Pact troops from using the Transistus network to teleport players where they were needed. It did not last long, but it bought Daggerfall defenders time to fortify their defenders. As of Wednesday night, Daggerfall holds 5 of the 6 Elder Scrolls, with Pact and Divinian forces pressing on their holdings. With the Ebonheart's new leadership, Daggerfall will be hard-pressed to maintain the holding they used to have in Cyrodiil. And with that, another episode is done. If you like what you see here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'm Guardiangamer, and I'll see you on TESOF.com. Good night.